anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Curtis. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Dogs will kick this away to get us going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the first swing today. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. It's going to be tough for the visitors today. The Volunteers churn out another first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of every...
The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This could be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Knight. The receiver makes the catch. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to pull it down and run. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Wide open downfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Vols.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the all-important extra point. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. And the quarterback keeps it here. Finding space at the 20. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting they thought with certain formations they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Knight. The receiver grabs it. A solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And pre-snap motion from the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
the right side. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Gets some space around the 30. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. It's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
And he's brought down there. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Number 13 on the field.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And Coach, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Fires it to the wideout. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Past the 45. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Well, this is the risk of playing man-to-man coverage for the defense. You got to spy the quarterback to prevent him from picking up big yards like this. Good decision by the quarterback, and a good job of using those legs.
The balls pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Volunteers trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the point after makes the lead 8.
That is the score. Tennessee 14, Georgia 6.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Finds room at the 30. That'll pick up a first down. He'll spot it at the 38.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Getting set. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Back to pass. It's Knight bringing pressure. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. Has the handoff. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack, and he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half. So the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Grab behind the line. It's Hubbard. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Balls will line up to boot it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. A deep shot to the right. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense in a split backfield now. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that previous play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for. Momentum.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Knight. The pass rush gets home. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That sack sets up a second down and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass rush swarming him again.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fair catch made at the 20. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On first down, it's play action. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, and he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Defense is coming after him. And he falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. The quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds.
He'll take a deep shot. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Vols will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Starts with a quick pass to the left. That's the RPO. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Scanning the field. It's Knight. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. And the return brought down by the coverage team there. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
You know, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half. But I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
The Volunteers will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Quick throw complete to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play. The Bulldogs line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Second down and goal upcoming. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And they're able to get him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Look at a throw on third and goal. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. The distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between 2 really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these 2 teams have actually lived up to the billing of 2 top 5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game. Who's going to make the plays to walk out of here?
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. He's got it with room to run. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Well, that's a good job of this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. The coverage team able to bring him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to pass. It's Knight. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. And the player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Took contact on the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They call the draw play here. And he stopped very close to the marker. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and inches. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. And that one straight down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
You come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here. Actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And tackled there by the defense. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run for the 1st down. The balls are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He tests the middle but gets stopped. That one goes nowhere. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle for showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it, no problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Knight. He's running out of time here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made over the middle, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And they'll stop him after a short game.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. It's the running back in the flat. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down mark.
It's a fake. Looking to throw. He makes the grab, but he could not stay in bounds. So a deflating turnover on downs for this offense. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. 1st and 10. Not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Scanning the field. It's Knight. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Snags the quick throw. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Going to avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Play fake, looking to throw. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
4th down now, and defensively, you know you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Drops back, looking for a 4th down conversion. Loose football. And the defense comes up with the football.
Well, they had everything that they wanted here late in the game. The ball in their hands, quarterback that can make plays, everything you want with a chance to take the lead and potentially win the game, and they fumble it away. Instead, the pressure now is on their own defense to come up with a big play to try to get the ball back.
And now the first play of this drive will set up at the 37. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Grinding away on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in handled the pressure of this early season collision and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.